Hey crafty friends, it's Joy here for Honeybee Stamps, and today I created a card using Honeybee Stamps' new release products, lovely layers, and stencils. So I'm going to start with my background. I am using the Floral Mosaic stencil. I'm only going to be using 2 of the stencils. I think there's 4 or 5. I don't remember exactly how many stencils were in here. But I am going to be using 2 of these. I wanted a less busy background. Not that busy is bad, but for this background, I just want it to be less busy. I'm using Distress Oxide ink in Stormy Sky and in Chipped Sapphire. Let me start with Chipped Sapphire, and I'm going to do just a light background. I don't want to go super dark with this. This is all very kind of monochromatic, I guess, with a little bit of gold accents, which I think is really, really pretty. But look at how pretty that stencil is. And I didn't make it perfect. Obviously, you could stencil it so it would look perfect. I want mine to have a bit more of a distressed feel, maybe like if this was a floor tile, maybe it was worn out a little bit because it's been in a building for a really, really long time. So something like that, or wallpaper that's been, just kind of faded, that kind of a look. Then I'm using the second stencil and Stormy Sky Distress Oxide ink, just again to give this a nice, soft, worn down background. Look at how pretty that is. There's more to this stencil, but I'm just going to do it with these 2. Then I'm going to add some color around the edges with Stormy Sky, and then I'm also going to come back in with Chipped Sapphire. Now these colors I pulled from the patterned paper, the Cottage Countryside pattern paper that is part of this new release, so that way it could have that monochromatic look. Here I am just darkening up the edges a little bit with that Chipped Sapphire. And then I'm going to lightly go into the centers with kind of what's left on the brush, but leaving the center also still kind of light, if that makes sense. Then I'm going to do some splatter with the Chipped Sapphire, so I'm adding a little bit of water to the ink and then mixing that with my paintbrush and just adding the splatter to the background. Then I can set that aside to dry, or you could use your heat tool, whatever you need to do. I think I used my heat tool a little bit on this. And then I'm going to rough up the edges with some scissors to give it a little bit more of that distressed feel. Now I have die cut the Lovely Layers ginger jars. There's 3 of them. From that beautiful patterned paper, there's the floral side, and then there's the side that looks like linen. And then I used gold mirror cardstock for the lids on these jars. I think these are beautiful. This patterned paper is gorgeous. I just can't even say enough about it. Like, you're going to want to grab yourself more than one of these patterned paper packs. You're going to want to get multiples because the paper in this is just absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to add my little bits and pieces here, keeping it all just in one color. Very, very simple, because I really want the shapes and the paper to be what you notice. So I didn't want to do a bunch of extra things to the lids, and I just love that it's just the gold mirror. Let's finish with this last one here. And then I have decided to bring in some vellum because I didn't want to cover up the background with a solid piece of paper. So I did die cut a piece of vellum from the A2 scalloped frames from Honeybee, that's from a forever ago release, but it's definitely something good to have in your stash. So I've die cut that, and I'm going to lay out my 3 ginger jars here. So I'm going to place this one towards the top and in the center, and then I can overlap the other 2. But I love that linen look, but I think this floral, this blue and white floral, is just absolutely my favorite. So, so pretty. And then let's add some 1mm foam adhesive behind this larger jar, and then I'm going to do 2mm behind the smaller jar. So let me just cut that and put that in place, and then we can lay these 2 guys down on top. And I just love different layers of dimensional tape foam adhesive because I love to have dimension on my cards, and I love that you can have multiple dimensions on your card. And then I'm going to add a piece of 1mm foam adhesive on the back of the vellum, and I can hide that behind the jars. I do want it popped up ever so slightly, just lightly popped up, slightly popped up. That's the word, slightly. Giving that a little bit of lift, but I still want to be able to see the stenciling through parts of the vellum. So if you have it popped up really high, you really, for the most part, won't see a lot of the detail in the back. If you have it directly on top, you will see a lot of the detail. So the 1mm foam adhesive is really not that tall, but you can see that background, which is, I wanted to kind of keep that on the card. Then I am using the So Special stamp set with the coordinating die, and the sentiment that I'm using is "You are priceless," and I am going to do some gold heat embossing on that sentiment. So I'm prepping my cardstock in my MISTI with an anti-static powder tool using clear embossing ink just to ink up my sentiment. And then I'm going to sprinkle on gold embossing powder. And I do have my heat gun on, getting nice and hot, and it melts it fast and just doesn't warp your paper so quick if it's already nice and hot. So let me sprinkle that on. I was just cleaning off any little extra little stray pieces. There was a couple little stray pieces of embossing powder. And then I'm going to use the coordinating die to die cut out the sentiment. I'm going to tape that in place with some low tack tape, and then I can run this through my die cut machine. I am going to add a little bit of foam adhesive, 1mm foam adhesive, behind the part of the sentiment that's going to be on that largest front jar, and then a little bit of liquid glue that's going to be on that front smaller jar. So that way the sentiment is nice and even with all of the other foam adhesive behind it. And then I'm just taking champagne pops of color, it's kind of a glittery, and putting that a few dots, random dots on the jars. And then that is adhered to a white A2 size card base. And then this card is finished. I think it is so pretty. I love the dies. Again, lovely layered dies from Honeybee are the best. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. I hope that you enjoyed this project, and I hope you guys feel inspired.